Hey everybody, it's Hazel and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another cooking video. I don't know exactly when you're going to be seeing this, but today on my end, it's Mother's Day and I had an idea to make my mom something special for Mother's Day. Now, I bounced around some ideas, like I wanted to make a cake, but we didn't have time to get like some supplies for making cakes, so I decided that I was going to make my mom's other favorite special treat, beignets. So, you guys already saw the title, and today we're going to be making beignets straight from Disney's Princess and the Frog recipe. I found it online. It actually exists, and it will be linked below. If you've ever watched this movie and dreamed of making these beignets, that's what we're doing today. It's simple, easy, and pretty good, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have our dry and our wet ingredients all laid out, and basically the recipe entails we put our dry ingredients separately, our wet ingredients separately, and then we mix them together. They'll all be in the description below if you want to access it yourself. Okay, so our first order of business is 2 3/4 cups of flour. My 2 and then my quarter, and then I'm going to spoon 2 3/4 cups of flour into my bowl. Okay, this is the second cup. Put to rest, and then now 3/4 cups. 1, 2, and 3. That should about do it. Our next order of business is a 1/3 cup of sugar. I'm gonna grab my cup measurement. 1/3 cup of sugar. Pour that right in there. And then, for the rest of our recipe, we'll be working with our teaspoons and tablespoons. So I'm going to bring these out. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. My baking powder and baking soda literally look identical, so I always want to make sure I'm doing the right one. This is baking powder from Trader Joe's. And I'm going to grab 2 teaspoons. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and then half a teaspoon of baking soda. The rest of it is basically half a teaspoon of everything. So half a teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then our last step is nutmeg. These are going to be some hot beignets. Oh no, oh no. Oh. I don't even know how much that was. We ran out of like nutmeg spice, so I have nutmeg essential oil that I'm going to put in instead, but now I'm not sure that I should put it in because I might burn us, but yeah, I'm just going to do one. Oh gosh. You have to make mistakes while baking. It's how you grow. That's what my parents said when I mess up every recipe I try. So I've taken a minute to compose myself, and I've decided that my family and I will just suffer in silence from my careless mistake. Where are the whisks? Can you give me a whisk? Thank you. So I'm gonna whisk all my dry ingredients together to mix it. Sometimes I just shake the bowl, which actually happens to be more fun. And all my recipes have turned out well where I just shake the bowl, so if you don't have a whisk at home or you want to save your whisk for your wet ingredients because you don't want to wash, just shake the bowl. That's what I do. I'm going to move on to our wet ingredients. Now we only have 3 wet ingredients in this recipe. That would be eggs, vanilla extract, and buttermilk. To start off, we're going to do 1 cup of buttermilk so that it will come out. That's a 1/2 cup. This is our second half cup. Look at that, we're almost out of buttermilk already. Why do they only sell buttermilk in like a quart instead of a gallon? Because we really need buttermilk in this house. Like every day, I use buttermilk. So 1 egg, boop, yay. And I'm gonna just whisk the egg together. 1 beaten egg, and boop. Now we're gonna put our vanilla extract. That's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. Now we're just gonna whisk all our wet ingredients together. wet ingredients and dry ingredients. We combine the wet and dry ingredients, as I said before. Now I'm looking at the bowl, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I really tried to like put my bowls like at a nice space so that the wet ingredients can go straight to the dry ingredients, but I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this, and 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's actually like kind of satisfying, not gonna lie. I'm gonna grab a spatula, and we're gonna mix it right up. So our goal with the mixing of the wet and dry ingredients is to get it to look kind of like a dough. So if you've ever made like bread or cookies, you know dough. Dough comes from when you mix like flour and something liquid like buttermilk, water, eggs, milk. So we're trying to get a dough out of this, and that dough is going to become our beignets. So I'm mixing right now, and it's very dry. I don't know if it's supposed to be dry, or if that's just because, like, I just need to mix it more. It's very dry. Okay, I'm just gonna keep combining it. Oh, I see it. It's kind of, okay. Just need a little persuasion. I might put some water in there though. Okay, so I took some time to add some more water, combine it some more, and it looks a lot better now. It looks like this, so that's great. Our next thing is that we have to clean our surface, which I've already begun doing, because we're gonna now use it to roll out the dough and form it into beignets. Now, the beignet signature shape is squares that measure 2.5 inches across. Measure 2.5 inches this way. So I'm gonna grab a roller at some point during this process. But right now I'm just kind of cleaning my surface and talking to you guys. How's your spring been? How's quarantine? Hopefully you guys are like staying safe and such. Okay, so I have my flour, and here comes the fun part, in my opinion, is putting flour on the table. I love putting flour on the table. Like, whenever you bake something and you have to put flour on the table, like that was always my favorite part. And I love like spreading it out. This should be fun. Try not to think about all the cleaning you'll have to do afterward, and try just to think about like having fun, because that helps. Me knowing that no one else in my family is up except me and my brother means that I have to clean this. I might pay him to clean it, and then I can start editing. I'm going to bring the bowl over here and scoop the dough out with my spatula. Ah! Okay. It looks like oatmeal. Basically what we have to do is get a rolling pin now and knead it out. I'm going to get some flour on my hands, flour on the dough, flour on the surface. Right now it looks like oatmeal if oatmeal was a little more solid and on your table. But what we need it to look like is beignets. So I have my rolling pin, and I'm going to cover it with flour. So here we are, rolling out our dough. I'm trying to get it to be at least like a rectangle shape or of some sort. That way I can cut everything into, you know, my squares. Also, it has to be 1/2 inch thick. So, I don't know, 1 inch is like 10 centimeters, like about, so like a good 5 centimeters thick, I guess, for all you UK watchers. I don't know if there's any UK watchers, but once someone commented on my YouTube channel from Brazil, so maybe about 5 centimeters, I think, thick, 5 to 7 centimeters. There are beignets, it's all rolled out. I went ahead and grabbed a ruler and a knife to go ahead and start cutting. So 2.5 inches is like here, and I'm gonna measure 2.5 inches from out here, which is like about this line, and I'm gonna hit this cut like right about there, and that means I cut it like right here. That's kind of where I was thinking to cut anyway. I don't know what that is, but that does not look right. Hey, look, our first beignet! Oh. I'm gonna pinch the sides because it just doesn't look. Eh? I think it looks cute.
It's something.
It's something. It's something, as they say. You ever seen one of those?
Yeah.
You uneducated farmer boy. I know you've never seen a non-stick baking sheet. Well, let me introduce you to the modern technology, the modern world. Okay, I'm just gonna now cut my ear. This beignet cutting stuff is a skill. Cut the beignets into rectangles like this and lay them on your baking sheet. They're not gonna be baked, I'm just laying them there to keep them. We're gonna fry them. So yeah. Hey everybody, it's me again, and we finished cutting all of our beignets, so they all look like squares or somewhat deformed, I don't know. And now we're going to go ahead and fry them. We're going to use canola oil because it's like the least fattening, or so I've heard. I'm going to put a little canola oil in my pan, and I want to put enough so that it fries well. So we're going to wait for this to kind of get hot. I should have done that before, but that's okay. We'll wait for it to get hot, and then we're gonna go ahead and start putting our beignets in there. So I'm gonna put like 4 in there to try it out, and then if those 4 are good, then we'll increase it. I'm gonna start with 1. Ooh. There's still a lot of flour on there, but it looks like powdered sugar, so we can pretend it's powdered sugar. Okay, well we're just gonna let this fry for a little bit, and then we'll check on it later.
Do not touch any of that. What are you doing?
We've come to the time now where we're going to flip the beignets because they're getting a little brown.
No.
So our beignets are getting a little brown at the bottom, so we're going to flip them. Ooh! Oh, some oil got on the floor. It's fine, I'll wipe it up. They look really brown. Guys, come here. They look really cool. Wow. Yummy. We're going to give these another 5 minutes to cook on the underside, and we're going to taste them. They look so good. And we're done. Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the thumbs up button and show your appreciation for the video, and comment below what other recipes you would like me to try. And if you want to make this yourself, the recipe's in the description, as well as the video, all the measurements, all of that stuff. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, check out my social media, it's all down in the description, all of that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!